Welcome back, everyone! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of finance and politics, specifically focusing on the intriguing figure of Scott Bessent, who's just been appointed as the Treasury Secretary under President Trump. Now you might be wondering, who is this guy? Well, let me tell you, his journey is nothing short of a roller coaster ride through the financial landscape, and it's packed with lessons that can apply to all of us. So let's get into it.
Wow, that sounds super interesting. I mean, how does someone even make that leap? Like, did he just wake up one day and decide, hey, I want to be a financial wizard?
Chuckles. It's a great question. It's often about seizing opportunities. Bessent was mentored by Jim Rogers, a legendary investor, and that mentorship was crucial. He learned the ropes, and during the infamous Black Wednesday in 1992, he helped the Quantum Fund make over $1 billion by shorting the British pound. It's like being in the right place at the right time, but also having the skills to capitalize on it.
So he was basically a financial superhero. But what about his recent investments? I heard he got involved with Evergrande, and that didn't end well. Sigh, what happened there?
Yes, the Evergrande saga. It's a classic case of high risk, high reward. Bessent invested in Evergrande just as the Chinese real estate market was about to hit a wall. It's like betting on a horse that's limping at the starting gate. He thought he could ride the wave of recovery, but instead he got caught in a financial tsunami.
Oh man, that's brutal. So what happened to his fund after that? Did it just tank? Laughs. I can't even imagine.
Exactly. His fund, Key Square Capital, saw its assets plummet from $4.5 billion to just $577 million. It's a stark reminder that even the best investors can misjudge the market. It's like trying to catch a falling knife. You might think you can grab it, but it can cut you badly.
Ouch. That's a tough lesson. But I'm curious, how does his political stance play into all of this? I mean, he's now part of Trump's cabinet, right? Sigh.
Yes, and that's where it gets even more interesting. Bessent's political views have shifted over the years. He started as pro-Democrat and pro-China, but now he's aligned with the Republican Party and the MAGA movement. It's like watching someone change teams mid-game. His investment strategies reflect this shift, moving from tech stocks to energy and commodities, which are more in line with Republican interests.
Wow, that's a huge pivot. So, does that mean he's going to influence U.S. China relations in a big way? Laughs. I mean, that sounds intense.
Potentially, yes. His approach to China has evolved, especially after the pandemic. He's been cautious, opting for option strategies rather than direct investments. It's like he's learned to play it safe after getting burned. But with his new role, he could have a significant impact on how the U.S. navigates its relationship with China moving forward.
That's so fascinating. I mean, it's like he's walking a tightrope between two worlds. Do you think he'll face backlash from the more hawkish members of Trump's cabinet? Sigh.
Absolutely, that's a real possibility. He'll have to balance his views with those of the more aggressive members, like Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. It's like being in a band where everyone has different musical taste. You have to find a way to harmonize without losing your own sound.
I love that analogy. So, what do you think will happen next? Will he be able to navigate these waters successfully? Laughs.
It's hard to say, but if history has taught us anything, it's that adaptability is key. Bessent has shown he can pivot when needed, but the stakes are higher now. He's not just managing a fund, he's influencing national policy. It's like being the captain of a ship in stormy Seashill, need to steer carefully to avoid capsizing.
Wow, I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Thanks for breaking it down so clearly. This is such a wild ride through finance and politics. Sigh.